All right, so again, example 3 on page 396. What the problem says is that the measure of an interior angle of a regular polygon is 135 degrees. Find the number of sides in the polygon. So in order to find the number of sides in a polygon, when you're given one of the angle measures, now one of the key words in this question was regular polygon. You can only use this when you're dealing with regular polygons. And if you remember, regular polygon means that all the angles have the same measure, all the interior angles have the same measure, and all the sides are the same length. So in that case, you're going to use this formula, n minus 2 times 180 over n equals one of the angle measures. And then again, this is going to be where n is the number of sides. So in that problem on 396, you're told that one of the angle measures is 135 degrees. So here's your setup. We're going to take n minus 2 times 180. It goes over n, and we're going to make it equal to 135. Now, the first thing we want to do is get this n out of the denominator. So we're going to multiply both sides by n. And what that does on the left side is these n's cancel. And now we've got n minus 2 times 180 is equal to 135n. The next thing we're going to do is the distributive property. On the left side over here, we're going to take the 180 times the n, and we get 180n minus 180 times negative 2, or 180 times negative 2, which is negative 360. And that's still equal to this 135n. So I'm going to subtract 180n from each side. And on the left-hand side, the negative 360 falls down. And 135 minus 180 is negative 45n. And then you can divide each side by negative 45. And 8 is equal to n. So what that tells us is that a regular polygon with one interior angle measure of 135 degrees has 8 sides. That's an octagon. All right, so you're using your sum of the interior angles formula, and you're dividing it by the number of sides and setting it equal to one of the interior angle measures. And when you solve for n, it gives you the number of sides. All right, so there's a guided practice right below that. The measure of an interior angle of a regular polygon is 144. Find the number of sides. So let's do this one more time. We're going to take n minus 2 times 180 over n, and we're going to set it equal to 144. Again, first step, multiply both sides by n. The two n's on the left cancel, and n minus 2 times 180 is equal to 144n. Use the distributive property on the left-hand side, so we're going to get 180n minus 360 equals 144n. Subtract 180n from each side. And negative 360 is equal to negative 36. We can now divide both sides by negative 36. And 10 is equal to n. So the shape has 10 sides. Anybody remember what a 10-sided shape is called? Decagon. Very good. Decagon. All right, so there's your formula and your process for finding the number of sides of a regular polygon given one of the interior angle measures. On the bottom of page 396, you've got exterior angles sum theorem. And it states that the sum of the exterior angles of a polygon, of a convex polygon, is 360. Doesn't matter how many sides it has. The sum of the exterior angles of a polygon, one angle, that's one angle at each vertex, it's 360. All right, and they show you in the middle of page 396 there some different shapes. And they show you the exterior angles. But what you need to know is if you've got something that looks, we got here, all right, so here's a five-sided shape. We've got an angle 1, 2, 3, angle 4, and angle 5. Those are the 5 exterior angles, one at each vertex for this pentagon. All right? So what the rule says is that angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 4 plus angle 5 is going to equal 360 degrees. And the problems that you're going to be given are pretty straightforward. So look at the top of page 397, example 4. Find the value of x in the diagram. You can leave this same shape on your paper. You don't need to redraw it. Let's just add an expression for each angle. Add it in a different color or circle it, however you want to deal with it. We'll call angle 1 12x, or I'm sorry, 2x minus 5. And then angle 2, 3x plus 10. Angle 3, 6x minus 5. Angle 4 is 2x. And angle 5 is 5x. So if we have to solve for x, we're just going to write an equation, set it equal to 360. And here's what I mean. We're going to combine a 2x and a 3x. All right, let's combine all of our like terms. 2x plus 3x is 5x, plus 6x is 11x, plus 2 more x is 13x, and 5x is we got 18x's. Well, this works out nice. Negative 5 and 10 gives us a 5. Minus 5 is 0, and no other constants with the expressions. So we just have 18x. And what does that equal to? 360. So just divide each side by 18. And our x is equal to 20. All right, so again, it is simply the sum of the exterior angles, one angle at each vertex, is 360. All right, and then today you'll have to write some equations and solve for variables. So, anybody have any questions on either of those concepts? Should be pretty straightforward. All right, then your practice. It's going to start on page 398. Problems 26 through 33.